go watch my other Corriganville videos. I read a fucking general plan. You know how long general plans are? Notice what she missed out? Oh, this isn't going to be problematic at all. Climbing trees is always paranormal. Always. Did the ghosts just pack up their grave and move? That's not a grave. Even the app was like, nah, bitch. Yes, we finally found John's other John who died of dysentery. Vito is just showing off. Honestly, the most interesting thing in this video is the fact that that's a double-decker train. The Jedi is a fucking cult, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Rational thought is banned. The second one was why it's not fucking haunted. Does Stephen have Barry? These are the important questions we have to ask. Am I a religion now? The religion of para? I need a better name than that. What else can we make this into for the lols? Hey guys, did you know that I'd covered Corriganville before? Akari is not a cat. She's just not. I love unhinged para. Guess who came to see me? Is 100% because I was shoving a burger in my face. But we have a bamboo. Yeah, you're a good girl. Even though you do think with your stomach. And only that. Okay, bye-bye. I mean, same. Fair. Yeah, you're a good girl. I'm not paying the cat tax. I don't think you'd eat a McDonald's chip anyway. And the only other thing that I've got is spicy nuggets, and you're not having those. Let's do the spin and the shuffle. In no particular order, but not that one. Okay, 2 for 1 apparently. So we've got both the channels that copyright struck Beardo. So if you want to go watch that video, by all means. But we've got another special team. We're not your average ghost hunters. Ghost Club is a gritty, unfiltered, all-in, female-led paranormal team chasing down the truth in some of the darkest, most haunted places in the world. True Passion Baron, I have tea. I do not. Ben is having the tea for me. I have a drink that is definitely just Coke. I have water, and I have actual Coke. Actual just Coke. I did have a banana milkshake, but I've had to palm that off to Fredo. So I can't have it. And yet every single video from YouTubers who claim this is exact same. Yep. Jade, founder and lead investigator, Scottish-born, sarcasm-fueled. Mandy, investigative medium, tiny but mighty, will clean your mirrors. People standing around, jumping at wildlife noises and creepy pipes and using phone apps that spit out random words. Yep. And for some reason, this is what I wanted to do. I could have made any content in the world. I used to make different content, and this is what I picked. Also, I have watched this one because I had to pre-watch it to make a video on it. And it's so drab, it is so dull. I don't know what I could do other than literally go, hey, they went back to Corriganville, go watch my other Corriganville videos. Because it's such a nothing video. And without that information that I'm waiting on and not hopeful I'm ever gonna get at this point, because it's been months, I can't really make another video about Corriganville unless there's actually something of substance in there. But yeah, basically, Corriganville's not haunted. Santa Susana was a military testing facility, and they just dumped the radioactive waste out into the land. It's radioactive, people are getting sick, people are seeing shit. It's not haunted, it's just the government being sketchy as fuck. And that's all documented. So go watch my videos on Corriganville. But we have oldest surviving house in town, scariest night ever at abandoned hospital, exorcism house reacts to satanic Bible, creepy, the haunted school almost killed me, sure it did. Or we could watch the Corriganville video together. But it is another outside. I don't know if we want another outside. Do you guys have any thoughts? Or I can pick. It almost killed me, and yet here you are. Yeah, almost. So Red Bull and vodka. That sounds awful. I can't have vodka either, though, so, you know. That did almost kill me. Prom night. mixed my drinks way too much, ended up with alcohol poisoning, and I can't have vodka to this day. Red Bull gives me palpitations and vodka makes me cry. Oh my god. Could you imagine the mess that would be Rainbow if she had Red Bull and vodka? I had Monster and also Coke. I'm partial to Amaretto and Coke, which is definitely not what's in my Just Coke. Ew, I got alcohol poisoning from tequila, so no margaritas for me. Yes. It's not a good time. I think I was throwing up for like 3 days. It was the worst hangover of my life. Well, you know, and the rest of it, but still. Yes, you're attention seeking. But 16-year-old dumbass me thought it was a fantastic idea to put cider, vodka, and rum in the same pint glass and then neck it. That was a fantastic idea to drunk 16-year-old me. No, it's next level drunk. Blackout, projectile vomiting. Yeah, I think I was throwing up for like 3 days. Okay, you know what? Stop it. We're going to watch... You guys didn't give me an opinion, so we're going to watch Corriganville, because then that gives me an excuse to be like, hey, go watch my other Corriganville videos, which I'm going to say probably at least 56 more times in this live stream. So go watch my other Corriganville videos. Hey guys, did you know that I'd covered Corriganville before? Paranormal investigator Jade and psychic medium Mandy journey into the woods at night to get answers to what haunts Corriganville Park in Simi Valley. If you're local to Simi, we would love to hear any paranormal experiences you've encountered in the area. Summary. Ghost Club Paranormal investigates Corriganville Park, exploring its layered history from Native American lands to a movie ranch. Using EVPs and other tools, they encounter unsettling energy and unexplained phenomena. The team navigates the park's dark corners, uncovering potential connections to past tragedies. Why in the woods? Because Corriganville Park is just nothing. Like, it's a town, but... Oh, wait. I need to make sure. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to accidentally dock myself because Google Maps was going to go here, a direction from your house. But no, it's fine. I panicked. But yes, this is Corriganville, which is a little town, but the park, I'm not sure which one. Yeah, it's here. So they're in the park tonight. So they're somewhere in this loop of historic movie ranch with Mark Trails. And then where is Santa Susana? Chatsworth. I can't remember exactly where it is. It's in the middle of fuck nowhere though, I remember that. 1 second. I don't trust Google Maps at all, if I'm honest. Directions. Santa Susana. Field Lab. So it's over here, and obviously if you're driving, it's like 17 miles. But in a straight line, it's nowhere near that. And so they were dumping out radioactive waste just into the environment. Into a pond, I think, if I remember correctly. Just into one of the ponds nearby. Or it might have been just a hole in the ground that they dug. It was one of the two. This is California. You're on it. I will get you another one in a minute. And there are charities to do with like cancer and all sorts. I also, 1 second, do not trust Google Docs. I could have gone a different way. I could have gone to my link tree, to be honest, and gone that way. Yes, it was nuclear testing, this one. So, related videos. That's part 1, reacting to Ghost Club the first time. Part 2 is my deep dive into Simi Valley. Donate to the Parents Against SSFL, which is Santa Susana Field Laboratory, which is a charity. Border Mr. Grey was explaining infrasound. The Cold War explained what the government was actually doing. There's a news report corroborating it. I even read a city fucking study. I read this shit, which kind of corroborates it. According to Google, there was yeah, that sounds vaguely familiar. I read a geological study. I read a fucking general plan. You know how long general plans are? Like, fucking hell. This video got like no views, by the way, and I'm out here reading general plans. Like, yet another thing that comes down to the government doing bad shit again. Exactly. Most of the bomb testing was done in New Mexico. And then are the paranormal experiences due to infrasound, gas leaks and toxic mold. The exact distance as the crow flies from Santa Susana to Corriganville Park, which is not even 2.5 miles. The contamination studies, the cancer interactive map, there is like a whole boom in like that one specific area compared to like the surrounding areas. Fault line map, because I was like, well, maybe it's fault lines, blah, blah, blah. But natural EMF and stuff comes out of fault lines, or it can come out of fault lines. And then we've got the radon on the fault lines, and the pseudoscience behind fault line risks, and etc. So I did research. I haven't done research like this in a while because nobody watches the videos. And I also haven't found a project that I was as passionate about as like this one. For some reason, this really pissed me off. So I Googled. But yes, it's interesting. I recommend the video. Up to you guys if you watch it or not. But yeah, basically, it's not haunted. It's just contaminated. The land's contaminated. It's not haunted. You said gay dog and Atlas turn, like what? Or is there something Atlas needs to tell us? Bless him. Okay.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Ghost Club Paranormal. Hello. We are currently at Corriganville Park in Simi Valley. You can't see anything behind us right now. We're gonna go night vision here in just a moment because we do need to be a little bit inconspicuous here. This is one of my favorite outdoor locations of all times. I haven't been here in a couple of years.
What the fuck was that necessary? Of course it wasn't necessary, but you know, she's gonna do it anyway. The what's up guy scared me. I think that's the point. I think that was the point.
I've done a couple of episodes here before.
Wait, so this is Jade, the other one's Mandy. So, good luck.
But not with Mandy.
Yay, it's my turn now. The vibes are a little off. We were walking here and I felt somebody walk up behind us and you heard somebody behind us.
Yeah, right at this spot.
Yeah, literally had that.
So we just stopped to film.
Yeah, we're like cameras up. So we both had that experience together, which was really cool.
I will tell you just a few things of what this place used to be. Just a little refresher for you guys as well.
We gotta go way
There's
back.
so much history, dude.
You might need to do one of those like timeline things. Insert timeline.
We are going way back, pre-1769. This land was home to the Chumash Native Americans. They called it Shimiye. For thousands of years they lived here, building villages, hunting and gathering acorns. They lived with the land. They did not own it.
Huge respect for native culture, but how do you hunt an acorn? Of course it's on native land. Technically, the entirety of America is on native land. The land, they lived there. And then the Europeans and whoever just like came over and nicked it. So of course it's on native land.
In 1769, Spanish explorers arrived and the Chumash people were forced out. By 1795, the land was redeemed Rancho Simi, and it became popular within cattle ranching under the Spanish and Mexican rule. After 1848, when California became part of the United States, Rancho Simi was divided and sold. That's where the name changed to Simi Valley. Railroads formed, ranches, and early industry reshaped the land into the early 1900s. One of the most prominent families were the Stratherns, Scottish immigrants who owned over 14,000 acres of land. Simi Valley's biggest boom came after World War II. Corriganville Movie Ranch was built for big-named Western movies. Then it became open to the public. This alone attracted massive crowds. Between the 1950s and 1970s, ranch land turned into neighbourhoods and Simi Valley became a fast-growing suburban city. Today, Corriganville is a public park. The sets are gone, but...
Jade loves some nuclear contamination apparently. Yep, I think I might have already read that, I don't remember. Good to see a bit of UK colonisation rep. We can't say that. Can we say that? I don't know if that's allowed. I just did. It's not colonisation. It's the British DLC.
But the land still holds every chapter of its past. It's like history.
Notice what she missed out? Just like the entirety of the nuclear contamination? Did you say suburban? Something from suburbia is suburban, not suburb. What? Something from suburbia is suburban, not Then I'm dyslexic. Suburbian. Yeah, well, they're American, okay? Sometimes they say things a bit wonky. We can't hold it against them. I'm being a bitch right now.
Upon history, everything that you can think of is here. We have Chumash Native Americans. We have John Wayne.
John Wayne! I want to talk to him tonight.
There are other stories, but I'm not going to just keep going on and on and on. If anything comes through, please just say what you need to say, anything, and I'll let you know. Because I know a lot of history about this place.
Oh, he knows so much about Simi Valley.
Long story short, the whole entire city is now what it is. And that's only really developed in the past, like, I would say maybe 60 years.
60 years ago, my grandparents moved here.
That's right, you do.
Yeah, Jade's Scottish. They're talking shit about the Americans again. Yeah, again, sorry. But yeah, she just left out the entirety of the Santa Susana build lab because that's not relevant to her story.
We have a little bit of history here
For like a
Simi.
year. My dad was really little and would like run to the train tracks to try to see the trains and all that stuff. I'm just gonna throw...
train. Turn your lights off. Dang, that was so cool.
The train!
So now you know how close we are to the train tracks. You were just talking about the train tracks too.
I was gonna make a 6-7 joke, but I forgot you're old and probably don't know what that means. Firstly, fuck you. Secondly, I know it's the new meme from like that rap song or whatever. It's all over TikTok. And thirdly, if you make a 6-7 joke in my chat, I will ban you. Ooh, that's a rarity. A passenger train in the US, that is a rarity. Oh, this isn't going to be problematic at all. I know, because at my Christmas job, every 8-year-old boy used to do that to me. I'm sorry, Rainbow. But yeah, you get the idea of like what they're doing. Can we just appreciate that I paused it exactly on 333 and the video is also 10111 long. Doesn't mean anything. It just funny. It's a sign, exactly. It's a sign. Thing is, I was playing Town to City when I watched this, and I don't remember when they start doing stupid shit. I just let it play for a bit.
I always heard that trains kind of ramped up spiritual activity because of the static that it creates on the iron. We're going to put that to the test tonight. We are going to start off over...
I've literally never heard that. Can kind of see the logic in it, maybe. It's a lot of energy with a train, but I don't know.
Over by this tree here.
Oh my god, what? Yeah, I've never heard that before. Of course, they find a way to make everything paranormal.
I want to take you over there and let me know what you feel.
Okay.
And keep in mind, guys, that there is some traffic in the background. Hopefully it'll calm down in a little bit. There are also snakes, mountain lions, and bears.
Oh my.
Oh, do you want to stick on your ovulus as we're walking over there?
Yeah. Okay.
Your ovulus, you know, your fertility tracking device. I don't think trains create static. It may depend if the local trains have pantographs or not. Pantographs or not. Of course you know that, Ben. The tracks are metal and it would just be grounded right away. That's a fair point. Oh, that was a VR headset. Nope. It's a word bank.
Full battery tonight with Ovilus. No funny business.
Well, as we're walking over to the labyrinth over here...
Oh, it just said violent place.
Really?
Of course it
As
is.
we're heading over to the labyrinth.
Yeah, you
in
said
the tree.
You said you felt weird when you approached it as we walked by, so...
Yeah.
It's interesting because labyrinths, they're supposed to pull in positive energy.
I don't want to be negative.
Pantographs, other things on top that touch the electrical wires to get power. In some places anyway. Oh, okay. I'm not sure why I know that. Never at any point do these apps just say fuck all. Yes. Yes, I know.
About it, but this doesn't, it feels very out of place here. Like it's almost inhibiting the flow of energy. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, but this does not feel like it belongs here at all. There's supposed to be this really coherent flow of energy through, and then it hits here and it gets all f***ed up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cute, but like even just standing here, I'm feeling really like constricted energetically. I don't like that.
I mean, I'm not going to go on the nervous system rant again. You guys know. But if you see something that looks kind of creepy, especially in the dark, especially if you've been told that there's snakes, mountain lions, and bears out there potentially with you, yeah, you're probably going to be feeling a little bit off.
Is there someone in the tree?
What? Don't say that. That's scary.
Sorry, no, literally, is there somebody in the tree? Like,
What do you mean?
I'm being shown like somebody, like something in the tree, like hiding in the tree. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh no, not a person in a tree. But naturally she's being shown it, and there's no way to debunk or corroborate it in any way, shape or form. Ben, you're under the impression that our trains run on electricity. Some local ones may do. Actually, I've just thought I know that because I played Train Sim World. Doesn't surprise me. Person in a tree, Mulder and Scully on their way. I assume most are run on diesel or some kind of fuel. It'd be so funny if it was a chimpanzee. Why would it be a chimpanzee? Climbing trees is always paranormal, always.
Nah.
No, I just mean like, have you ever heard, you haven't heard, well obviously it doesn't sound like you've heard stories of like people seeing something in the tree or like seeing eyes in the tree or something like that.
No.
Okay.
But I've investigated this tree a couple times before.
Okay.
And I will say that when I first came here, there was a grave here.
Okay.
Then it was just gone one day.
Interesting.
Did the ghost just pack up their grave and move? Imagine repeatedly investigating a tree. What did you miss the first time? I don't know. Well, there was a grave the first time and not the second time, apparently. Couldn't be any animal in a tree. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I've never seen anyone climb a tree and it not be a ghost. She really like Susan. This tree changed colour. Yeah, they do that. They tend to.
It's the person in the tree.
And I've always kind of had this feeling like somebody may be buried here. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. It wasn't just like a little memorial headstone. It was like an actual like board, like an actual like grave.
That's wasn't like a memorial or a headstone. What is that? That's not a grave, but it's also not like a permanent fixture. That's just a board. For fuck's sake. This is as good as it gets with this team. With these girls, this is as good as it gets. These two also did a roast charity stream where they were roasting Beardo. They put roast in the titles, and guess what they were raising money for? It was the LA fires themselves. No, they were doing a roast stream for the LA fires. I think that's funny. It's a little dark humor, but I don't think it's necessarily appropriate when people are to like rip the shit out of the debunker that you hate while people are dying. I don't know, maybe like after the fact, like if you're raising like after it's done, maybe, but not like as it's happening. Okay, Para, you gotta do a deep dive fundraiser for the victims of submarine facilities. Why submarine facilities? Oh, a deep dive. I get it. It took me a minute. They also played the entirety of the Jim Jones death tape, which is the Kool-Aid cult. It was the last sermon he gives as they're passing out the Kool-Aid, and you hear it. I don't advise going to watch it. I won't play it here. But you hear them, some people agreeing with him, some people arguing and being like, no. You hear like all the little ones running around, and then you hear it just go dead silent. And they did that for a paranormal video to antagonize the ghost of Jim Jones. And when they got called out for it by Beardo, naturally, and they hate Beardo, they were like, well, Kalani did it too. Okay, and? But Kalani didn't play the death tape. He just... Well, I don't agree with what Kalani did either. That's not paranormal. Exactly. But Kalani dressed up as Jim Jones and did like a 5-minute mini sermon trying to antagonize his ghost. I don't agree with that. They also had Kool-Aid. Kalani had Kool-Aid, which I don't agree with. I don't agree with what Kalani did, but I definitely don't agree with what Ghost Club Paranormal did. Yeah, and they started it. Oh, pisses me off.
That would make sense because I'm seeing somebody in the tree.
Did you want to touch the tree and see if you can kind of feel something?
definitely a male. Definitely a male.
Are you the... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Are you the male that I heard earlier as we were walking up here? Let me just grab a couple of pieces of equipment, and if you wanted to just keep doing maybe work on the tree. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back.
I mean, a male is definitely a male. What does she touch it? But I mean, statistically, it's going to be a guy up a tree, isn't it? Like, depending on how far we're going back, women definitely could have been climbing trees, but in those dresses, they definitely weren't climbing trees. But also, like, boys, children, climb trees. Or chimpanzee. It could be a chimpanzee. Ben is really riding this chimpanzee thing. So, it could be a chimpanzee. But yeah, oh no, it's being too quiet. They're not getting the answers that they want. Like, they need the tech.
I'm gonna place the round pod right where that grave was a few years ago.
Because she's groping the tree because she saw psychically a man in a tree or a person in the tree, and so now they're making that storyline work.
Thank you. I'm gonna take a few.
I mean, you just turned it on. It's probably regulating to the temperature of the environment because they detect temperature as well, which everybody seems to omit. But I've looked up that exact device and it detects temperature.
Steps back. Can you take a few steps back? Are you kidding? Yeah. Thank you for communicating
Oh look, and now its temperature's regulated. It's not freaking out.
with us.
I don't know if it's related to the grave, but the person in the tree is a young male. And I'm seeing a lot of like happy times surrounding like climbing trees. I know that sounds very like cliche, but I'm like, why are you up in that tree? And he's like, I like it up here. It's safe up here. So I don't know what he means by it's safe up here, but it does come off a little creepy because it just does like I see like him watching through the tree, but it's not meant to be like that.
No.
No, what? It's not meant to.
Oh yeah, they have this app that literally just says yes or no. So they ask yes and no questions and it just says yes or no. And apparently that is evidence. Maybe he's trying to hide from weird gropey women with cameras. Even the app was like, nah, bitch.
Be like that.
Yes.
That was my first thing. I was like, eyes in the trees, like I'm seeing somebody in the tree.
Yeah, it's not meant to be creepy.
Like, and I was like,
yeah.
yeah,
no, you
like,
scared
sorry.
me.
No, I was like, I didn't mean to, but like, it just took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting to see somebody in the tree.
What if they asked, is this app full of shit? 50-50. RNG.
Can you come down and chat with us, please? I feel like you, because you're up in the tree, you see a lot of things around here. I feel like you've seen a lot of things around here. Let me grab my Ovilus.
With that zoomed out shot, can we just talk about how absurd it is that there's two women in the middle of the night walking to a tree, recording themselves talking to a tree? So that app basically does the same thing as a coin toss. Yeah, basically. It just comes up with a yes or a no periodically.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm coming. Oh, it went away, but it said wound and then it said hurt.
Were you from Simi Valley? Did you pass away near this spot?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you pass away at this exact spot?
No.
Okay. Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I saw that, I would think they're intoxicated, high, or very mentally ill. That is fair. I think that would be yeah, my automatic assumption would not be they're recording a video for YouTube. Maybe it should. Maybe I should reevaluate.
Was it on the train tracks?
No.
Okay.
That's like so...
Yeah, we're making very direct communication right now.
Thank you.
Did somebody hurt you?
Very direct communication. This app is literally only capable of saying yes or no.
You. Did somebody stab you? Did somebody shoot you?
No. No.
So no to both questions of stab or shoot. So a stomach wound.
Well,
Okay.
let's ask real fast.
Yeah.
Was it your stomach?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make
Yeah.
sure. Stomach passed away near this spot, but not this actual spot. So I wonder why. Let's just kind of like shift a little bit
Yeah.
because we're asking a lot of questions about a very, sounds like a traumatic time. Why would a train do that, right?
All right, we'll use.
Poisoning. Yes, that was my immediate thought as well. I was like, but also trains just, I don't know, maybe the driver's bored. Yes, we finally found Johnson and John died of dysentery. Oh, Rainbow's Day is made. You've been waiting for months for John, son of John. Something on the track, like an animal. Nah, there's no animal. Rain, have you not learned? Have you not learned this yet? There are no such things as animals on the outside during paranormal investigations. I did a yay. I added it. But yeah, for months. Yeah, you've been waiting for that since, like, Haunted Finders. Sorry, Sony. Train conductor saw a ghost, obviously. Exactly. Now you're getting it.
That energy. Use that
Let's see
energy.
if the REM pod goes off as it goes
Okay.
by. I'm just curious.
Honestly, the most interesting thing in this video is the fact that that's a double-decker train. Or at least it looks like a double-decker train. Conductor only deals with tickets. There's a separate driver. Whatever. Look, Ben, she's American. You can't be too hard on her not knowing how trains work. Fun fact, most countries have double-decker trains. I've been on them in France and Germany. Yeah, well, my area of England certainly doesn't, okay? We don't have great public transport here. Don't make fun of us. That's fair. I live in an area of the UK that has absolute shite public transport, so it's fine. I'm crying with you. It's okay. There aren't any in this country at all, as far as I'm aware. Before someone dropped all the copper from the train lines, we had to start getting the bus. Yes.
Well, at least we know that the train doesn't set off the REM pod. We're gonna shift gears a little bit here. If you're at this location in particular and by this tree, is...
You know what? It's like, say, privatisation. Yeah. Yeah, it should not cost me £200 to go see Rainbow. Like, if I was gonna get the train, how the fuck didn't the REM pod go off? I don't know. Yeah, but if I wanted to go see Rainbow on the train, it would cost me up of 200 if I was just to book it. Okay, they've moved here, so maybe we pop along over here.
do you like Satan?
Don't do it. I'm not worth that much. It would be cheaper for you to come pick me up and take me to yours than it would for me to get the train. But that would be extremely difficult on you, so I would never, ever expect you to do that or even ask you to do that. Did you know that you can get an unlimited rail pass for the whole of Germany that costs like €50? €50 a month. Nice. Yeah. Privatisation sucks. But naturally, the question that came out of this thing was, do you like Satan?
What is it that you protect here?
Oh, fuck off.
What? Do you like Satan? Whoa. It depends who's asking. Do you like Satan? Can you touch that little red light if you do?
I don't like that. This is getting a little culty.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of cults around here. A lot.
Getting a little culty.
People have actually been seen coming into Corriganville Park with cloaks, and that is like an actual testimony from security that I've talked to. And there's also been burnt crosses found here. Lots
Wow.
of weird satanic stuff. Inside that tunnel, is full of satanic graffiti. So I believe that this is
Not everything to do with Satan is a cult. Yep. Not me immediately thinking, do you like Waffles song? Typical of this country, more expensive and less efficient. Yeah, that sums it up then. Because only cult members wear cloaks. Yes, only. Also, people in small town America think everything is satanic. Yeah, like most cults are worshipping Christ if we're being picky. Most cults are Christian. Don't priests wear cloaks? Not cloaks. They wear like, I can't remember what they're called, but they're not technically cloaks. But yes, like the long robe-y things. Smocks. Yeah, possibly. Also, most Satanists don't actually believe in Satan. Christianity is on the edge of being a cult. Probably is, but no one will admit it. I think all organized religion has the capacity to be very cult-like. Christianity, as it is one of the mainline religions, strays into that a lot, and it is often the focal point of most cults rather than Satanism. But of course, Satanism is bad and Satan bad. Sure, the only difference between mainstream religions and cults is social acceptance. It's true. But like all religion used to be called cult. Back in the day, it was like the cult of Aphrodite, the cult of Apollo, the cult of Zeus, the cult of a god. It was like a little religious group, and it wasn't anything bad. And, you know, since the growth of monotheistic religions, cult has been one of the words that was demonized. The ones who go out trying to actively recruit people, it's usually the evangelizing branches of Christianity, which is culty, the ones that go out trying to yeah, that is true. Well, just as you read that, I got an ad for some bullshit thing. Sorry, Ben. There are quite a few instances here where they are pushing religion, so the Church of Satan is like, I'm here to help, and the Christians are like, oh shit, never mind. Yeah, I saw it pops up on my Facebook all the time of like, oh, actual Christians are like condemning this thing, and the cult of Satan is like, we'll do it. You know, we're actually helping the homeless. We're actually helping women with reproductive health. We're actually doing this thing. We're actually doing that thing. We're helping trans people. We're helping, you know, gay people, other targeted minorities. We're helping the people being persecuted by, what are they called? ICE. And the Christians who are, you know, supposed to be doing that stuff by their own doctrines are like, not my problem. But it's not all Christians. When I'm generalizing, it's like the organized branches of Christianity. Like, if you're just like some guy at home who just like reads the Bible and minds their business and maybe donates to a food bank, I'm not talking about you. Fun fact, in Europe, the Czech Republic is the most atheist country, and their most recorded religion is on the census is Judaism. Interesting. Oh no, the Christians are the ones to the mass. Absolutely. Yeah. When I generalize with Christianity, I mean like the radical Christians. Jediism. Oh, Jedi. Oh. I read it as Judaism, which is an actual religion, okay? Jediism. Why the Jedi is a fucking cult, and you cannot convince me otherwise. The Jedi are not the good guys. I have watched all of those films against my will because people think it's funny. But they are not. I love how we talk shit 1 second, then when we're being serious, and then we go back to talking shit. Yeah. Oh, PR isn't gonna like that. Hey, I'm not saying you can't like Star Wars. You can like a franchise where one side sucks and the other side sucks a bit more. You know, there doesn't have to be a good guy. They get twisted by the political system, sound familiar? Exactly. But no, it's just a film and we're not supposed to learn anything from it. We don't learn from media. Haven't you watched Ahsoka? If it came anything that released prior to December 2022, I have watched.
It's a place where people do practice satanic rituals. A lot of people will not come here at night. But we're just crazy enough to...
We're here. Maybe this is somebody just asking, like, are you one of the people that comes here for the satanic rituals? No, we are not.
Oh yeah, we didn't bring a satanic Bible, unfortunately. Not this time.
So crazy. I can see you.
Ahsoka left the Jedi because of what they had become. They are literally stormtroopers. Yeah. Maybe they won't come here because of the bears, snakes, and mountain lions. Yes, also maybe they won't go there because you're not meant to be in that park at night. If the park has security and you're having to hide from trains, it doesn't really scream meant to be here, to be honest. But no, it's definitely the cults. It is definitely the cults. 100%. We have learned nothing. It's always ghosts. It's always cults. It's never, no rational thought. We're not allowed rational thought here. Rational thought is banned. I will ban you for rational thought.
It's just like the outline of a person, just right over there by the truck. Can you please come closer?
Oh, an outline of the person in the shadows. All the way over there. Sure. Religions don't usually like rational thought. Well, yeah, that's true. Am I a religion now? The religion of para? I need a better name than that. I need something better than that. I don't know what though. It has to be something cool. The Paralegion? Can we do the Paralegion instead? Paralegion. That'd be cool. Instead of Parapans, it's now Paralegion. Because Beardo's got cocks, which is the cult of common sense. Paralegion sounds like a fearsome combat unit. We could be. Beg your pardon. Yeah, Beardo has cocks. Beardo is just showing off. He is. Just make my CFS go on holiday for a day. And then I'll be a fearsome combat unit. I mean, you do tell me that you're scared to piss me off. So I think that tells me all that I need to know about my fighting ability. More than one? Wow. I know. I know. Guys, there was movement outside. You know what that means? Ghosts! And not the snakes, bears, or mountain lions previously mentioned. Or, you know, any other animal that could maybe be a food source for the snakes, bears, or mountain lions.
That was really loud.
Definitely not an animal in this wooded area. Definitely not.
Nothing else has came through.
Oh, it just came. I lost an arm.
Well, what did you do that for? You can't just leave your body parts laying around. You kind of need them. Arms are kind of essential to the operation. You need to be more careful with your body parts. She's very calm about it. She is. She's just like, oh, lost an arm. And then also like the movement. It's just like, oh, you know, it could be a bear, snake, or a mountain lion, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Did you lose an arm on the track? Maybe playing a game of Frogger? Or not?
Goddamn, Armageddon keeps fucking up on its own. It's full of scratch. Such a good quote. You need to be more careful with your body parts.
Not? Maybe it was intentional. I hate that. Steven!
No, not Stevens. Absolutely not. No, go away. We don't tolerate Stevens here. Sorry, Stevens.
I am so glad it said that. I literally was just hearing the name Steven. I swear to God.
But I wish he said
course you
that.
were.
I know! Steven.
Of course you were.
If you're here, can you actually touch a device rather that red light right here? That box.
Hey all, what in the fuckery are we getting into today? Ghost Club Paranormal has gone back to Corriganville. And if you're not familiar with why this is a big deal to me, I have made 2 videos on Corriganville / Simi Valley. And one of them was Ghost Club, going there the first time. The second one was why it's not fucking haunted. and what's actually going on with that piece of land. So, if you'd like to watch those videos at any point, they're on my channel. If not, we're just spite watching this because I watched this. There was not enough in it for me to make a video on it. So we're watching it now so that I can make a video on it. I love unhinged para. Look, this is what you get when I'm extremely fucking tired. I hit that second wind. You know when toddlers are like so tired they get hyper? That is essentially what's happened. JCP are obviously not honest. They're old news. They kind of are, but they annoy me. JCP are actually the reason I started my debunking channel. They pissed me off a little bit too much, and so I started debunking. Oh geez, totally in here for the long haul. I still get like that, yeah. I have a fatigue condition and I went outside today. I did the outside, I know. Shocking, considering I do the outside like once a month.
On top of the post.
Light.
Light?
Yeah.
Damn, I just said you could touch the red light. Do you want me to touch it first? Just like that. You don't even have to fully touch the red light. You just need to get close to it. Are you the one that Mandy saw earlier? The outline on the train tracks?
We live on here. We live on here.
Is there more than one of
Blind.
them, Stephen? Do you have a friend here?
Oh, does Stephen have a friend? Is it, what did Rainbow say last time? This building, I've just edited it. This building is modern, so it's going to be haunted by Barry and Steve. Does Steve have his Barry? Does Stephen have Barry? These are the important questions we have to ask. I remember reaching this level of delirium on collab tours. Yes. Collab tours are fucking rough though. Like 6 hours of just focus. No, thank you. What if all the ghosts of people from olden times just think that all this modern equipment is evil witchcraft? I wouldn't be surprised. Felix. I swear. Oh. You were going to say 7 next. Granted, it is like media representation of what people would have been like back then. But if you've seen any sort of media about older generations reacting to anything even remotely modern, even for their own time or technical, it's like, witchcraft, evil. Like, could you imagine somebody from the 1800s coming into contact with a mobile phone?
Others are scared. Oh shit, there's another train coming. Train coming!
That's crazy. I've never seen anything like it in my life. Oh my god.
Come on, hold on, Grandpa, don't fall off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, the music. What is going on?
The music box just went off.
No, it just said, what is going on?
Because we rely our entire investigation on a stupid phone app. Yeah, the only reason I could sit through this the first time is because I was playing Town to City. And now the only reason I'm sitting through it this time is because you guys are here. Jade can't remember something apparently. Your emotional support stream friends. Yes, my emotional support stream friends. All right, yeah, she finds Jehovah's Witness pamphlets in the park. Oh yeah, and there's ghost frogs. They don't say it's ghost frogs, but as we've established, animals don't exist on the outside and it has to be ghosts. So there's ghost frogs.
Should we get here and it's just a homeless guy on the bench? Like, oh shit. Oh look, treasures.
God. Why are there 2?
What?
Why is there 2?
Hold on. How will God's kingdom solve our problems? The wicked will be no more. The meek will possess the earth.
Ew.
What the f***? And this other one, it says, Is living without pain or sadness possible? God will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more. Neither will mourning or outcry, nor pain be any more.
That's weird, dude.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that there's two.
It's like one each. Here you go.
One each.
Why is it weird that there's two? Like, the Jehovah's Witnesses were like pamphlet spreading. I don't know. They do weird shit. Those are just tracts people hand out on the street all the time. Exactly. And they're just going to litter them around the satanic cult park because why not? Or they were given to somebody and somebody just threw them on the floor. Fun fact, Jehovah's Witnesses basically spent all their time preparing for the rapture and they keep predicting rapture dates that never transpired. So eventually they just have to stop saying a date. Yeah, it's just soon. It could be like any time from now, really, but it's just soon, okay? God is just running a little bit behind schedule, but he'll get here. He's coming. He you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Can't tell you when, but it's gonna happen.
Each. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll get this one. Okay.
That is freaking weird, though.
That's really, really weird.
What did it say? Speaking.
You were speaking.
I was speaking this.
You've been speaking for like this whole investigation. So, fine, whatever.
So, is that what you wanted?
Okay.
Maybe Steve and Barry are Jehovah's Witnesses. Maybe the pamphlets were for them. Deadline. That could be a lot of things. It could be like communicating with the dead. It could be like dateline. It said it's deadline, so it's like ghost matchmaking. What else can we make this into for the lols? I like the matchmaking one, not gonna lie. Unless you guys come up with anything better.
Hello? You want to communicate?
Okay, sorry, that one caught me. Oh, ghost matchmaking would be cute. It would be cute. I want to vaguely say there's a game about ghost matchmaking, but I can't remember a thing about it.
Bro.
Stop. What is it? Oh, the tunnel. And God.
But the things that we just found as well by the trees, like talking about God, but it does kind of look like the train tunnel.
It does look like the train tunnel.
Okay, so that
and the
just-
light.
It also kind of looks like a Halo. So, you know, just shoehorn whatever narrative you want onto it, I guess. I mean, that's why they exist, but...
Came through 9:02 p.m, but look what came through right before. Your name. But it didn't even go off.
What?
So Mandy and then God in the tunnel. It's got the time here, 9:02. Literally, same time.
Stop.
Exact same time.
Wow.
Just gonna say Mandy isn't that uncommon of a name, but okay. You know, like if it came out with my name, I'd be like, oh my fucking God, because I made up my name and legally changed it. But if it comes out with like a generic white person name, I'm like, cool, whatever.
I'm curious if you could elaborate a little bit more about that. Is that for me to find God? Is that for me to help you?
You said that you saw an outline of a person.
That's what I saw.
On the train tracks. You said it was an outline of a guy. But maybe he's
That's what
here.
I s-
We're like,
Does this app have access to your microphone? Mine is an old name, so if some kid from the 1800s said it, it wouldn't be a big deal. That's interesting. Deadline. I don't know anything about this app. Ah, right. It's a simple and unique tool that transforms real EMF fluctuations into visual and verbal responses. Using your device's built-in magnetic sensors, Deadline measures subtle changes in the surrounding electromagnetic environment. The visual EMF meter lets you watch energy activity happen in real time. Energy spikes are processed and translated into words, images displayed on cards. Cards are saved to your deck for easy sorting and review. Well, that sounds legit. I don't know. I've been a huge Fellow Ghost Club for a long time now, but I have to point out something that's a bit concerning about the app. I'm subscribed to it monthly as I wanted to show some support for Jade. However, I noticed by turning my phone upside down, it always says something, which could easily be used by investigation channels to manipulate the audience. Is there a reason why this happens? It also happens on Spirit Talker, because that's the entire fucking point. And Jade and Mandy also use Spirit Talker. They have been using Spirit Talker and Deadline the whole night. I started off with a monthly subscription, then went to yearly a couple of months back. Now I'm still getting charged monthly. Okay, I don't care about that. Absolutely love the app. It will show you images and you can also ask questions to get answers. It seems to really work. I asked questions and it definitely answered a lot of my questions. 5 stars all the way. Cool. Heather doesn't have any critical thinking skills. The only app they've come up with. Okay, that just took me back to that. I don't want that. Oh, I love Reddit. They do research I can't be bothered to do. The Deadline promoted by GCP. The Deadline developer Zach Wilmington, promoted by Jade. Glasgow Ghost Hunters on YouTube. Point up the $9.99 to see what it actually does. Be sure to give them a visit and thank them for the review. Entitled, helpfully, new ghost hunting app is crap. Typos in the original. First, the pricing. This is not disclosed in the Google Play Store, but it is in the Apple Store. Upgrade the Deadline Premium to unlock live activity monitor, 1,000+ words and imagery library session, log customizable sound alerts. Subscription options, monthly, auto-renewing, premium, annually, blah blah blah. Subscription auto-renews unless it's cancelled. Okay, I don't care about that. So what do you get for $50? Essentially a word bank with roughly 1,000 entries of single words and pictures. You don't get to know what they are, triggered by EMF, but the sensors used are not disclosed. A few dedicated sound effects that you can select, ringing bell for example, that will be triggered by an EMF spike. Your choice of a few voices to announce the words, and that appears to be it. You can do much better for much less and not be auto-billed $50 a year for the rest of your life until you remember to cancel it. For more extensive comparison of wordback apps, you can see my obsessive post. Ooh, I love an obsessive post. It needs updating as Zappy Droid has retired. For your personal entertainment, but I think Spirit Communicator by Ghosts Paranormal offers more functionality for a whopping one-time fee of 49 cents. That's too expensive, I'm sorry. Said it before, I'll say it again, these ghost apps are nothing more than a waste of money, especially if you choose to pay to remove ads and get more words. Why? Well, for a start, they're programmed that way. As you state a word bank of so many words, great, just a random common word. Remember, the mic on your phone is just that, a microphone. It listens, or somehow the app silently stalks your Facebook or Reddit, scrolling through what you read, checking your location. I'll start a ghost app. Yep, you could make bank off of a new ghost app. Can Brain code? I don't know, I know Brain does tech. Can Brain code? Because I mean, could be onto something. No, but I know people, oh, you know code, don't you? The possibilities. So when you say X house is haunted and your stuff outside 145 Front Street, the app thinks, okay, location check, and will pretend this is a haunted house. The user then goes back and asks the app questions. Is there anybody there? App comes back with Scott, a common enough name, seemingly random from the word bank. Now a user thinks Scott haunts this house. Me being like, hey, code, stop working on your actual legit business and help me make a ghost app. Would he do it though? Would he do it? Because if he would, code is a legend. Okay, some programmers are clever enough to try and hide or disguise the apps to make them seemingly intelligent. That's when they pull out the big bucks, because a user needs more words. Gotta find out what Scott wants, right? Also, locations tracking. A user can go to a house, let's say one in my town. I know for a fact that a house I lived in was built in 1890. Shouldn't be hard to find info on it. Great, most old buildings are haunted. Not true. Right, so we have Scott who lived in the house in 1890. Quick calculation. And 2025, 26, Scott should be dead. Therefore, Scott haunts this house. Now, many years ago, I was in a pub that back in the day was also a coaching inn for the Great North Road, London to Edinburgh route. This is the UK where I'm from. For anybody that's interested, it's the White Horse Hotel in Darlington. I was upstairs where one of the members I was with pulled out his SPB-11 spirit box. We got some genuine stuff in that box. Sure you did. Like voices that should not have known answers to questions we asked, but they did. Okay, going back to the word app, would it too know the answers? You're better off spending your money on an actual spirit box if you want real results. You're better spending your money on fucking lunch than you are on a spirit box or a ghost app. I have absolutely zero interest in what any guy called Scott, dead or alive, wants. Yeah, just seeing if they actually get to anything else. I don't really think so. I know the REM pod falls off the post at one point and they're like, oh my god, it fell off, like the train went past and it didn't fall but it fell now. And I'm like, cool.
Oh. I've never seen anything like that. It was that picture. The middle part was a little bit more transparent, but it was like glowing outline of a human, like of a person standing there.
That's crazy.
Okay.
So you're here with us? Is this maybe Steven? Steven? Is that you that Mandy saw?
Dirt.
Dirt.
Total logical answer.
I mean, there's a lot of dirt around here.
Yeah, there was a lot of dirt, so that's
gotta
gotta be
shoehorn it in.
Be a little bit more specific. Okay, so I definitely saw you. Okay, so this person, I mean, is a person of the light, you know, coming through, standing by the tracks, coming through the tunnel was the light. There's so much referencing light and God, and just a very interesting place for that, you know?
Well, I mean, I have these. I don't know. Steven, was that you giving us a sign?
Steve and Barry, the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Dude, those frogs.
When I was alive.
When I was alive? Steven, am I right in saying that you were a man of God? I want to make sure that it's Steven that we're talking with first.
Yeah.
How are you gonna do that? Like, realistically, how are you gonna do that?
I'm listening. Steven, if that's you, can you please light up a device? You can light up the one that we put all the way at the end of the bridge there if you don't want to come too close.
Gotta hand it to Steve and Barry. They're dedicated to converting people, even in death. It was their life's mission. Why not carry that on to death? I mean, what are they gonna do? Pick up another hobby? Like, nah, stick to what you know.
Or you can light this one up right here. Or we even put a little music box between the two trees where we found these notes.
I remember.
And what do you remember?
Steve being all cryptic.
Steven, are there any others here with us right now? That was instant. What is that? What is that? It's a mirror.
Oh.
It's like...
Cleanse your mirrors. They're portals. Cleanse your mirrors. Close your mirrors. Cover your mirrors. Get rid of your mirrors. Never know what you look like. Just cover them up. Don't need them. Don't worry about it. How do I close a mirror? You gotta like smudge it or something. I don't know. Draw a sigil on it. Someone in my comments the other day told me seriously that they painted over their mirrors. Yeah. I'm starting to get noticed enough that I'm starting to get the unhinged comments. Oh my god, there was one, right? I don't think I've told anybody about this. I told Fredo at the time, but other than that, somebody commented on my one of my Paranormal Nightmare videos posts, something to do with Paranormal Nightmare, right? And was like, Sean and whatever the other one's called, not Rocky, I don't remember their names, went to a location, Rocky wasn't there apparently, or they said Rocky wasn't there. And then later on in the video, you hear Rocky's voice. And this person genuinely seriously asked me, because I asked if it was a mimic and it wasn't Rocky. And I said with 99.9% certainty, it was not a mimic and it was indeed Rocky. And I told Fredo about that. And he was like, well, even if it, like, obviously he doesn't believe it was a mimic, but like, even if it was a mimic, Rocky would have had to have been there so that they had something to mimic. They would have like had to have heard Rocky in order to copy him in the first place. And I was like, you know what? That was a very good point. I did not think of that. As a D&D player, everything is a mimic. As a completely unhinged cat owner, my cat is a mimic. Akari is not a cat. She's just not. If you check out my April Fool's video from last year, it is a mini documentary as to why my cats are supernatural beings. And they are not cats. Painting over them I would understand if it was for that phobia where you see things, but just because of ghosts and portals is a little bit weird. Yeah, I get that. Humans are skinwalkers. No, because skinwalkers are like their own actual thing that's different, so they can't be skinwalkers. Like, Akari meows like a balloon, like she sounds like a balloon. She plays fetch like a dog. She's constantly hanging off shit, testing gravity. Well, what if I want to be a skinwalker? Stop killing my dreams. Well, do some research and you figure that one out then. I'll let you have that hobby. And she's also a fucking liquid. She smushes. She doesn't have a fucking spine. She's more like a ferret. Humans can recreate animal sounds, and we're one of the few animals who can walk on two legs. Okay. Like skinwalkers. I guess. But I thought there was more to skinwalkers. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Fair. Yeah, I thought there was more to it than that. Or am I mixing that up with Wendigos? I don't know. I get those two muddled up. I know Wendigos are like, we could be Wendigos. I wouldn't advise it because it involves cannibalism, but you know. Athena just full on bounced across the floor at her brother, hopping like a frog. He looked at her like, what the fuck? Oh, she's also doing the weird. She wants to be like Para. We can also dig holes, but that doesn't make us moles. That's true. Skinwalker in... No, I can't say that tribe. Is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. Yeah, so they're so similar. Well, they're not. They're really not that similar at all, to be honest. The only similarity is they were both people once. But yes, Navajo. That sounds correct, I think. The J in there always throws me off. She's also got a second wind. Yeah. Fredo is going to be so done with me later because I'm not going to be able to, like, I will crash out at some point, but I will not be able to calm down until I hit that crash out point, and I'm going to be annoying as shit. And he is going to be so done with me. What's the time? How long have we been doing this? We have nearly been doing this 4 hours, so maybe I think we're done with the video.